Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss one more new lesson, winds, storms and cyclones. In today's class we will discuss winds, storms, cyclones, air exit pressure. High speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. Under that you are going to perform activity 1, blowing into the bottle, activity 2, blow the balloons, activity 3, can you blow and lift, and one more last one, very interesting game, ping pong ball and funnel challenge game. Suppose we go to walking. We hear rustling leaves. In sometimes our hair blown on our face. We go to long journey. We will observe windmills. What makes two rustling trees, blown hair on face and moving windmill? So your answer is correct. Moving air. What is moving air? Wind. Wind is called moving air. And you learned winnowing in 6th class. Recall that. What direction does husk move in winnowing? Yes, in the direction of the air. Moving air. So the moving air is called wind. One more my question. When moving air blows at high speed, what we can call? Yes, strong winds. What is one more name for that? Storms also. So that means here the storms mainly uproot the huge trees, blow off the rooftops and reverse the umbrella. So generally we can see storms before coming rainfall with lightning and thundering. So what we can call heavy rainfall with lightning and thundering, can we call that is a cyclone? Yes. All of you observe here flowchart. The moving air blows at high speed, we can call strong winds. When these storms spiraling inward the center of ocean leads to the cyclone. So cyclones mainly damages lot of public and a lot of properties. Clear? So what are cyclones? How are they formed? Why are they so destructive? So to know answers for all these questions, we perform some activities. These activities will clarify some basic features concerning air. So what is the first activity, Nana? Tell me. See that one and tell me. Air exit pressure. For this activity, we need materials, just disposal bottle, hot water, running a tap or a cold water. So what is the activity we are going to perform? Air exit pressure. So fill the plastic bottle with hot water. That is very important. Then cap it tightly. While filling, you should be careful. Then after cap it tightly, pour some cold water over the bottle. Which kind of water you have to pour? Cold water. So what do you observe from this activity? Can you observe any change in the shape of the bottle? All of you observe here. Yes, see, slowly the bottle changes its shape. What we can call that? Why the bottle changes its shape? Can you give reason? Actually, when we pour hot water inside the bottle, which kind of vapors will come from the hot water? That means hot vapors. What we can call warm air. When warm air mainly mixes with cool air, it condenses into tiny droplets. That means as cold water vapor poured over the bottle, some water vapor steam in the bottle condenses into water. So by that the pressure of air inside the can decreases than pressure outside the can. So that means whatever the atmospheric pressure, it exerts more pressure in all directions on the bottle. As a result, the bottle can get distorted. So what is the conclusion of this activity, Amma? Air outside the bottle exerts pressure and crushes the bottle. So this is the main conclusion. So what do you understand from this activity? Air exerts the pressure. That is the one of the important feature of this activity. Then come to all of you one more important activity. You can understand more. One more activity. Air exerts pressure in upward direction. For this activity, what do you need materials? Yes, glass and cold water and one cardboard. So what you have to do for this activity? Take a glass, fill the glass with cold water. You have to fill full of the glass up to the rim of the glass. Then already I told take a cardboard. The size of the cardboard should be larger than the opening of the glass tumbler. Then that means here you already fill the glass. Then take a cardboard, place the cardboard slowly on the top of the tumbler. Then so now I kept a cardboard on the top of the tumbler. Slowly take up a glass, place a hand on the glass. So just I took one plastic container so to collect the poured water. So keep a palm on a cardboard. Slowly turns the glass. Then slowly leave your palm also. What do you observe from this activity? Here without support the cardboard mainly hold to the tumbler. So this activity concluded air exit pressure in upward direction. So from first activity, air exit pressure in all directions causes crumbling of, that means crushing of bottle. Second activity, air exit pressure in upward direction. Now generally we said when the moving air blows at high speed, that causes the what we can call stroms. So these high speed winds mainly when they blow over the roof of buildings, what will happen? Immediately if the roofs are weak, they could be lifted and blown away. So now we are going to learn one more important characteristic feature of the air. So what is the characteristic feature of air? High speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So for this activity what do you need? You need a piece of paper. Crumple a small piece of paper into ball. The size of the ball should be smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Then what you have to do? Just blow the air over the ball. Then what do you observe? Carefully. Observe carefully. The paper ball is not moving inside the bottle when you blow air on the bottle also. So from this what do you understand? Generally, do you know why the paper doesn't move inside the bottle? Actually, when we blow into the mouth, that means of a bottle, the air near the mouth of the bottle has higher speed. So that decreases, that means it has lower pressure. Then come to here, then whatever the air, stationary air present in the bottle, that air is mainly low speed wind with high pressure. So when we blow the ball inside the bottle, the air inside the bottle pushes the ball out because blowing air has high speed wind with low pressure. But the air inside the bottle, low speed wind with high pressure. That's why the air inside the bottle, the low speed wind air inside the bottle has high pressure that pushes the ball out. So from this activity what do you understand? Actually when we blow air on the ball also, it doesn't move inside because high speed winds is accompanied by reduced air pressure. So finally this activity concluded increased wind speed accompanied by reduced air pressure. That's why when we blow air on the ball, also crumpled paper ball, it doesn't move inside the bottle because the air inside the bottle, low speed wind, has high pressure, it pushes out. So this is the conclusion of this activity. We can understand more by doing one more activity. This is one more activity, Nana. Very simple activity and you can enjoy more with siblings also. The materials required for this activity, just 2 balloons with equal size and 1 stick. Because why do we want to stick means, just put a, that means blow up the balloons and tie each one to a string. Hang the balloons on a stick. But what is the distance you have to maintain between the balloons? 8 to 10 centimeters. You have to be hang the balloons 8 to 10 centimeters apart on a stick. Now what you have to do? Just blow the balloons. That means here blow in the space between the balloons. What do you observe? What did you expect actually? You can expect the balloons mainly move, that means they are move slightly to each other. But actually when we blow the air between the balloons, here you can observe clearly high speed winds. The blowing air is high speed winds accompanied with the low pressure. So this decreases the pressure. So the air around the balloons has high pressure. So that's why the atmospheric air with high pressure pushes the balloons to each other. Generally we can think as when we blow the air, immediately the balloons mainly slightly move to each other. But here these blown air these are the high speed winds accompanied by low pressure. So that's why whatever the air present around the balloons, atmospheric air has high pressure that pushes the balloons to each other. You can observe clearly. So from this activity, what do you understand? High speed winds are accompanied by low pressure. So this activity explained very clearly. Then come to one more interesting activity. It is very simple activity than balloons also, because it needs only a strip of paper, but the size should be very important, 20 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide. So first what you have to do, you have to blow the air above the surface of the paper. All of you observe clearly what happened here. Just what do you think will happen to the paper? Strip will be lifted up. See here, if we blowing air over the paper, that blown air has reduced pressure. Already we learned from activity 1 and 2, from balloons and the other activity, crumpling paper. So generally this blown air have a reduced air pressure. So about the strip. So that means here whatever the air present low speed wind, atmospheric wind below the strip causes that mainly lift the paper strip. So from this activity you can understand clearly. What do you understand? Increased wind speed are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So again once observe, we blown the air above the paper, that is high speed winds accompanied by reduced air pressure. So do this activity and enjoy at home. Then one more activity, I am going to explain your favorite game. What is the favorite game? Ping pong ball and funnel challenge game. Enjoy with your siblings. But what is the principle behind of this game also? Yes, your guessing is correct. High speed winds are accompanied by low pressure. See all of you here. This is the ball. Funnel we need when we keep the ball inside the funnel. Generally when we blow the air, that means here whatever the blowing air, mainly high speed wind, it has low pressure. Then whatever the air present around the ball, that atmospheric air may exert more pressure, high pressure. So immediately what will happen? It lifts the ball. Now all of you observe this activity. See, I kept the funnel. Now I am blowing the air. Blow air through the funnel. So the fast moving air around the ball with low pressure. Clear? So high pressure air below the ball pushes the ball up. See here, we didn't keep anything. The ball is pushing up and it's holding to the funnel. So what is the principle behind of this game? Ping pong ball and funnel challenge game. High speed winds are accompanied by low pressure. Good. So have you understood? Then come to what are the applications of high speed winds accompanied by low pressure in our daily life? Example, beautiful birds in nature. So why they can lift up? Clear. What is the reason for that? When they are flying the birds, the fast moving air above the wings exerts low pressure. At the same time, the slow moving air below the wings exerts more pressure. So this low speed winds with a high pressure lift the bird up and it causes the bird to rise. So what is the principle behind of the flying of the birds also? High speed winds are accompanied by low pressure. So same principle is applicable for the aeroplanes also. See here, generally because of the difference between the pressure at the top and the underside of the wing causes a upward force. By that the planes may need to take off. Clear? So this is the one more application. Then come to here. See in this picture you can see clearly. Here the umbrella inverts inverts. That means the position is inverted on a windy day. So what is windy day here? Nothing but storms, high speed winds with the low pressure. So So when wind blows on top of umbrella, that fast blowing wind has which kind of pressure? Low pressure. So generally whatever the pressure mainly, that means the pressure mainly decreases on top of umbrella. At the same time the low speed winds under the umbrella which has great pressure and pushes up and inverts the umbrella. So don't go outside while having strong winds, that means high speed winds. So always high speed winds have accompanied by low pressure. So whatever the winds under the umbrella, low speed winds that exert more pressure. So that's why that low speed winds with more pressure pushes up umbrella and causes inverting umbrella. That's why you can suffer very problem. So that's why don't go outside, stay at home only during storms and cyclones. Then come to here one more observation we can observe in our daily life, one more application. Generally, especially the curtains in shower rooms, that means in our washing area, generally they can blow inside. What is the reason for that? When the water coming from shower, that will come with high speed. That means along with that we can see some high speed wind also. So always the high speed winds are accompanied by less pressure. So that less pressure mainly exerts in sideways. At the same time the atmospheric pressure pushes the curtain in. So we can observe, that means the movement of the curtains also, when high speed winds are blowing, the curtains always move inside. So this is one more application of high speed winds accompanied by low pressure. So in our daily life we see so many things, especially when you will fly the kite. So air exerts pressure on the kite. That's why due to that the kite mainly flies, especially when the air moving in particular direction, the kite also flies in the direction of the blowing wind. You know that. And riding bicycle, especially when the wind blows at high speed, when you will ride the bicycle to the opposite direction of the blowing wind, it is very tough to ride a bicycle because always it pushes back. And not only that, one more, movement of the boat also. Generally when the wind is blowing from behind the boat, it pushes against one side of the sail and moves the boat forward. So this is one more application, high speed winds and air exert pressure. So from all these experiences, what do you understand? Air exert pressure. It is due to this, the pressure generally, not only that the leaves of trees, banners, flags, so all the mainly flutter because of the blowing wind, because of movement of the wind. And what is the principle behind of windmill? That is nothing but air exert pressure. Then come to what is the summary of today's session. So already we learned air around us exert pressure in all directions, upside, downward and sidewards. So we observe one activity that because of that the shape of the can distorted or body. What is one more important characteristic feature of the wind? High speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So generally in a movie, that means in movies and not only movies, in news about cyclone news, frequently we observe the uprooting of the trees and lifted rooftops and reversing of umbrella, and riding bicycle is very difficult. So we will observe all these things because of high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So today's session completed. Go through worksheets and get a concept by watching the video. Thanks.